Hey guys, what's up? It is Hannah here. I know this is kind of weird. It's usually me and Tendo, but today it's just me. It's gonna be super exciting. Today I'm gonna be showing off my full Bratz collection from when I was a kid, and then also what I've accumulated within the last, gosh, it's only been a month, which is crazy, and you'll understand why it's crazy whenever I show you all of them that I've actually accumulated, and I'm so excited about it. But we're also going to start this show off with an ice cream soda, just like I made at my grandma's house, and I'm so excited. But first off, let's see who's here. Welcome everybody. Oh my gosh, there's already so many comments. Let's start with Oscar Prank, hello. Shelby S, hello, welcome. Home for 84, Hannah Bob for the win, awesome. Von Chamberlain, Bratz baby. I have a couple of the Bratz babies, but I don't actually collect those as much. Chloe's Magical World, LLO. Trubbish H, I missed the Tendo podcast. It's kind of coming back soon, so stay tuned. Congrats on 7 subs, Jack Green, thank you so much. Owner Face, yo, super fast tortoise, hello. Gosh, thank you all for showing up. I'm so excited. My first stream by myself. Actually, that's not true. I did a stream where I played Animal Crossing whenever it first came out, and it was awesome. So I got my feet wet a little bit with it, but now it is all me, and it's all about Bratz dolls, which never thought I'd be 27 years old and playing with Bratz dolls on the internet, but it's happening, and I'm not mad about it. So, Mary Caswell, hi Hannah, hi. It's nice to have you here. Angel McKay, Jello, Tony Taco, hi, hello. Let's make an ice cream soda. I'm excited about this. I've got everything I need here. I've got some soda, some ice cream, and a little purple cup. And if you watched today's video, it was a mail time video, and I actually got this set of cups in mail time, and it was so amazing. And it's amazing because, like, these are, I kind of explained it already in the video, but these are the same cups, aluminum cups, that my grandmother had that we used to make these ice cream sodas in, and it's super nostalgic for me, and I'm so in love with them. And to celebrate, I went and got some, you know, regular vanilla, but also I got some strawberry soda, and it is the off-brand, and I did that on purpose because my grandma always had Vess soda, and I don't actually know if they sell Vess anywhere other than my tiny hometown, come to think of it, because I've never looked for it anywhere else. So if you have Vess soda in your neck of the woods, let me know. But I'm gonna be really bad at reading all the comments because I'm overwhelmed. There's a lot of you here, and it's a lot of comments flying in, so I'm very excited. To just like, Chloe, we ate about half the cookies and can't bring ourselves to eat the jeans one. It's very true. I have been saving the jeans one. It's gonna be the last one to be eaten, but to be honest, just eating this ice cream soda today, I'm already very stuffed in sugar because I've eaten so many of those cookies already. So thank you, Chloe and Beth. Scrapbooking Mama, hello, nice to have you join. All right, I'm gonna break this baby open. Soda. Watch me spill this all over the place. It's gonna be crazy. Love today's video. Oh, it's okay, there it goes. Love today's video. Can't thank y'all enough for inspiring us to start our channel. Oh my gosh, Dummy Records. I need to watch your channel more often because I've seen a couple of your videos and they're amazing. So keep up the good work. It's awesome. It's my birthday and Hannah is making a stream. Let's go. Hector the Gamer, happy birthday. So glad you decided to spend some of your birthday tonight with me. That's amazing. I need to get this show on the road. I'm sorry if this like makes you food jealous or something, but oh, that would have been bad. I was really worried the soda was gonna spill. I didn't think of the ice cream going everywhere. I'm making a hot mess. Lord. Harry Potter freak, Rose, hello. Nice to have you join in. Oh. Honestly, just glad you ate some of the cookies. There's so many times we've given cookies to people and they won't eat them. I bet that's so frustrating. Like, you know, they're little works of art, and I always thought that too. Like, oh, these are beautiful. I don't wanna eat them and waste them. But you're like, no, I made them to eat them, so eat them. And I bet that's a really difficult struggle. I kind of had a thought one time when I was in college that I was like, oh, maybe I'll be a baker and make like wedding cakes or something. That would be really cool. And so I had that thought. I'm like, I wonder how many times people get so in love with their cake that they just don't want to eat it, and then the baker's all like, no, try it, please. I worked really hard on it. Jack Green, are you gonna dress up as Bratz doll or Xena for Halloween? I've actually had this question already. One of my friends asked if I was going to dress up in a dress covered in Bratz dolls, and I was like, that is an interesting proposition. I'm not opposed. To be honest, I have not dressed up for Halloween in a really long time. I know it sounds really sad, but we just we do fun spooky things for Halloween. I'm really gonna spill this everywhere. But as far as dressing up, sorry, the level of concentration right now. Oh, that is right to the tippy top, and there's like no ice cream, no soda in it right now, because I've packed it too full with ice cream, because the best part is the ice cream. Let's be serious. Handmade, homemade. I honestly, when I was a kid, thought that it was, I didn't understand that it was homemade. I thought it was homemade, like H-O-M-A-D-E. Am I alone in that? I feel like that's it's a easy thing to mix up. My mom refuses to make cakes. She hates moving them, only really makes them if they stay at the house. I don't blame her one bit, because that would be, well, what was that show? Cake Boss or something? Where it was that reality TV show where they made cakes for big events and everything. They made these enormous cakes, and then it was just so stressful putting them in the truck and then driving them across, what was it, New Jersey or something that they lived in. And I was like, that would be honestly the worst thing ever. My hand is frozen from holding that cup. These things keep things super, super, super cold. All right. Robert Vasquez, great video today. Thank you so much for saying so. We were really overwhelmed and floored by the things that we got in mail time today. So thank you guys for making today's video amazing. That was all you. But we were really happy with it. We actually planned on filming that video today to post after we opened up our toy booth and everything, so we could get a few videos ahead so we can get our toy booth done. But it was just such a amazing video that we decided to go ahead and post it early, and we're really glad we did. The feedback from y'all was amazing, so thank you everyone. Yum, that float looks bomb. Yes. It's actually funny that, you know, with the off-brand soda, it kind of does taste a little off-brand, but ooh, this is the best part. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna read more comments. Where are we? Tendo in a giant Charizard costume would be lit? Heck yeah. He'd be the dad bod Charizard! Yes! Dallas, we have to do that! That'd be amazing. Are you gonna collect the Bratz cars? I have the radio convertible and a limo. I forgot about the Bratz cars. They did have they had a lot of fancy little furniture pieces. I never had any of those because I just kind of like made it up out of cardboard myself, or just like pretended. I don't know. You know, you sit them like this and you go like this. They're in a car, right? It's imagination. It's fun. Chug it. Don't threaten me with a good time. I love strawberry soda, but I would probably not feel very good afterwards. The official dad bod Charizard. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be amazing. Oh my god, that looks so good. I'm about to beg my boyfriend to bring home some ice cream and soda tonight, right? Get you some root beer floats. This is thebomb.com. I love it. Hannah in a Sally costume would be so amazing. Okay, little backstory. My background in college is in costume design, and I really wanted to do makeup artistry. And so I practiced a lot of makeup and special effects makeup, you know, masks and face paint kind of stuff. And I did Sally one time. I made my face turn into Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, and it was one of my favorite makeups to do. So doing a Sally would be pretty awesome. I would not be mad about it. Or a Snorlax costume. Dallas's Snorlax would be awesome. He'd just be this giant stuffed animal. It'd be great. Any story behind the Oogie's Revenge PS2 game? You know, I think my mom and dad gave it to me for Christmas one year. We had a PS2. It was our first real console. Like, my family did a lot of thrifting back in the day, but we didn't have a thrift store. We had a yearly summer rummage sale. It was a church sale. And so every single time we did one of those sales, we would just kind of get some of the stuff that we really wanted, and that's how we got most of our video game consoles. So we had an Atari at one point. We had a Nintendo, or we called it the Nintendo, the NES and the SNES. And when I guess my brother and I both were really wanting to get the PS2, and I told my mom, I was like, I really want this. If we could get it for Christmas one year, that'd be amazing. And she was like, you know what? If you sell all your toys you don't use anymore at a yard sale, we can get a PS2 with the money. And I was like, tell me when. We're doing it. And so we did. We had a big yard sale, and at the end of it, my mom was like, you know what? You did what I told you to do. That's great. Let's do it. And so we went to Walmart that night, and we got a PS2, and I got the Sims game, the very first Sims game. My sister and I both got the Sims game, and then my brother got, I think, a Tiger Woods game or something, because he really loves golf. And so I ever since then, I was addicted to it. I play video games. I know Dallas has said this a lot. I play video games a lot more than he does. And so I played the Sims game until it stopped working because it was a blue disc. And then I played, and the PS2 is notorious for not reading blue discs after a little while. And we had a snowboarding game, we had wrestling games, we had all that kind of stuff. But Kingdom Hearts was one of the first games that I played to completion and just loved every minute of it, which is why I collect a lot of Kingdom Hearts stuff. And then the Nightmare Before Christmas game was one that they gave me, I think, for Christmas, because I really love that movie. And they, and I just started playing it, and it was just a ton of fun. I guess you can call it like a RPG more so. It's very Kingdom Hearts-esque. You're running around and you're hacking at monsters, but it's a fun game, but it's very repetitive. So you know, he's got his little catchphrases that he says, and he says it so constantly, and he says it can be a little bit tricky because it's a little more difficult than I expected it to be, but I did really like it. I never finished it though, and I tried to start it again like last year, and I got stuck again, and so I haven't finished it for the second time. But yeah, that's the backstory with it, and if you get a chance to play it, I would definitely pop it in. If you can get farther than I did, I would not be surprised, but I'd commend you. That'd be awesome. Me, what's my favorite video game? I'm gonna get back to you on that. I don't know yet, because there's a lot of them. Give me a Sheboygan. Sheboygan. That was a good time. A heckin' good time. Where's Pants? Pants is locked up in the bedroom with Dallas right now because he was meowing his face off earlier. It looks like a hobbit because the camera high. I know. I keep like. I need to adjust. I'll just get closer to the camera. It's fine. Rebecca, 299 donation. Thank you so much. She said just thrifted some Dragon Ball Z super figures. That's awesome. Tendo's probably gonna reply to you in the comments section and be like, dude, jealous. I've never seen Dragon Ball Z, but it's on our list of things to definitely watch. Awesome, thanks for the story. I've been trying to find the Oogie's Revenge game, and it's actually like a $40 video game. I was shocked. We went to some of our game stores in town, like Bookman's, and I noticed, I was like, that's like $30. I have that game. And yeah, it was complete, just, you know, it was just something I liked, being Nightmare Before Christmas. I didn't realize that it was going to be something that was expensive, so happy accident, I guess. Let's see. Alright, the Kingdom Hearts Nightmare Before Christmas level is amazing. I'm obsessed with the Hercules levels too. Same. I was never really into Hercules that much, like the Disney movie, but they started throwing it into pretty much every single Kingdom Hearts game, and you go to Olympus every time, and I've started to really be fond of Hercules a lot. But yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas level obviously was my favorite. I really loved the Little Mermaid level too. Even though Sora was like a weird mermaid guy and like is a little weird, but it was really fun. That one and the Alice in Wonderland level, amazing. I'm gonna really want to play the first Kingdom Hearts game now. I need to pick that baby up when I have some time. What kind of float are you drinking? It is a generic strawberry soda float with ice cream in it, and I do have a spoon. I was like, I didn't bring a spoon for the ice cream, but that's okay. I did think ahead. How many cats do we have? We have 2. We have Mochi and Pants. Pants is the one we got first. Mochi is the small gray one. We got her when she was a kitten. And yeah, they're goofballs. They're good. They're a good time. They keep me smiling. I'm gonna pop in some more soda, and we are gonna start looking into these Bratz dolls because I have talked for like 30 minutes now. Oh wow, Kevin, thank you so much. Love you guys. I sell to Jack Live Rock. Interesting. That's awesome. Are you in Dallas strictly cat people, or do you like other animals as well? Actually, both Dallas and I wanted dogs, so but we got cats because they showed up at our door and we couldn't let them sleep out in the rain, and I couldn't. So Dallas was like, whatever you want. If you want to keep them, that's fine. I'm happy if you're happy. And I was like, I love them. What anime are we watching right now? We are watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. So, which, I mean, if you watch the Rubber Duck Yellow videos, you understand why we're doing that. It's been a good time. I watched Pokemon whenever I was a kid, but I never saw Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's been really interesting watching it again. And when I was a kid, I was very much like, I don't watch anime. I'm not into all of that. Because none of my friends did. I didn't really like, I wasn't I wasn't in that culture. So I didn't really understand that I would like it. So it's been cool, like, keeping an open mind and just, like, watching it now. I really like it. It's great. It's always funny. Kaiba! Oh, goodness. What shirt am I wearing? I am wearing my All Real Monster shirt. I almost said it's my favorite shirt, but honestly, the shirt I'm wearing is my favorite shirt. I have so many t-shirts I really love, and some that you guys have sent me, and I just think that's amazing. I get to wear t-shirts that people have sent me because they watch our channel, and that's amazing. Anywho, absolutely love the video today, especially love Tendo's laugh. He has the most ridiculous laughs ever. Swear to you, don't go to a movie with him, or actually go to a movie with him sometime, and he's gonna sit there at the like quietest part and something hilarious happens. He's, ha ha ha, and it's like super awkward. Awesome at the same time. Oh goodness, Marsville 2023, Hannah, thanks for making me cry this morning. Same. I did not expect to start that video and start bawling on the internet, but it happened. I have a lot of feelings. It's what it is. So, do you want to hear one of my Joey Wheeler impressions? I'm gonna summon my monster, my time wizard with BB Dragon. It's a bananas laugh. Dell sneezed today, and it was the loudest thing ever. I was actually across the parking lot, and I heard him sneeze in the car. It was so loud. I gave it a like, did you just banana sneeze? It was crazy. Oh. Dell's just laughing in the other room. Okay. Anywho, I'm gonna focus now. Let's get into some Bratz dolls. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna tell you my whole life story with Bratz dolls. Check them out. I pulled out a couple of them. I'm gonna start with these two here. Actually, these three should look familiar because they were in today's video, and I cannot believe some of the stuff that Erin sent, because it's pretty much like, she sent me some of my grails, like things I'm like, I'll never find that, but if I find that, that's gonna be super cool. And she sent them to me, which is awesome. Imagine a 6'9" guy like Dallas with that kind of laugh, and then sneezes that loud. It's a sight to behold. What's my favorite color? My favorite color is, that's my favorite color. What's in that cup? I'm gonna wake the house laughing along. Yay! I'm sorry if your kids are sleeping. They're like, what is happening right now? Oh, love the one with the leather jacket. Me too. Okay, so I'm gonna start with that one. This one is Phoebe. So I kind of said it in the video today a little bit. There was, I kind of started getting into Bratz dolls with this one. This was my first doll I ever got. And parents got it for me for Christmas. All my friends were getting into Bratz dolls, and I was obsessed with them, and I was like, I really want a Bratz doll for Christmas. And they were like, alright, cool. So they got me this one. It's Yasmin. I love purple too. Laura. Twins. When y'all coming to Oklahoma? We've been to Oklahoma. We drove through it one time, so I'm sure it's on our way back to our neck of the woods in Missouri and Kentucky, so we will definitely be blowing through eventually. Don't know when though. Marsville, thank you so much. You said you guys are the best at always making my day. That is so sweet. Thank you for saying so. You guys make our day every single day just by watching our videos, so thank you for the support, and thank you. Like, I know I keep saying that, but like, it's like, thank you. It's incredible. Anyway, never had Bratz. What kind of flats? Yeah, I bet a lot of you haven't ever had Bratz, and that's okay. And I'm really glad that 100 of you decided to join the video anyway, even though none of you have had Bratz. If you have, please let me know. I'd love to see if any of you collect Bratz, or if any of you know people that collect Bratz, or anything at all. There's a snake in my boot. That might be my favorite comment today. Mary, yes, agreed, it's the best color. It is the best color. where's the bins in Oklahoma City? One of y'all from Oklahoma will have to answer that. We've been to it. It's a really great bins. Hannah, you have great energy. Can't wait for your own channel. Tall Gamer, thank you so much. We keep talking about it, and it'll happen whenever I go. I'm ready now. Let's do this. So Dallas is definitely ready and gonna help out a ton with that. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. My daughter is a brat. Does that count? My mom would have said the same thing when I was a kid. Mom, if you're watching, thank you for putting up with me. Can't beat 69 cents a pound at the Oklahoma City bins. Yes, we bought so much stuff at the Oklahoma City bins, and we spent a ton, but that's because we got so much, and yeah, their prices were really fair. It was really great. I only have one. It was a gift. It was obviously Chloe. I love that. Once we finally get into this, I'll show you how many Chloe dolls I have now, which is incredible. Anyway, Yasmin doll, first doll, loved her to pieces. I was very adamant about keeping the dolls as close to their original look as I could without messing it up. So she had this like original bang thing. I've done a little work to it, and as you can see, like, this has been happening a ton. I keep finding dolls with these little rubber bands in them that have disintegrated, and they're super gross. So these little braces, they were braces rubber bands, you know, you put them on your teeth and it's, you know. And they were great because they were small, but they are starting to fall apart, and all of it is gonna be needing to be redone. So that's my biggest plan with all this stuff. I've accumulated all these dolls so that I can refurbish them, basically, because it's something that I really love. With that background in costume design and makeup, I did wig making, and I learned a lot about synthetic hair and how to treat it and how to style it and all that stuff. So I'm very excited to get into this portion. So today is like the first step into that whole series of refurbishing all these dolls and making them look back to their former glory. Harry Potter, I was a spoiled brat growing up because I was the youngest. Does that count? I was the youngest as well. A lot of things maybe make sense now. Just kidding. Anyway, my wife told me about your channel because she visited St. Louis, and we're from St. Louis. Amazing. I'm from an hour south of St. Louis, teeny tiny town. It's super fun. I loved St. Louis. It was always a treat to go up there and like, oh, we're going to the big city today. It's gonna be a good time. But anyway, we got, where was I? So then yesterday's video, I got about 9 dolls, I think, in the mail, which was amazing. I was so happy. But this doll here is the Phoebe doll, and Phoebe was part of the 2-piece set. They're the first line of twins that they came out with. Basically, they marketed it as, you get 2 dolls and they go together and they're like sisters and it's super cool. But they were the coolest dressed dolls I had ever seen in my life. They were this theme of sugar and spice, and so they were very, Phoebe was the sweet one. She was like in pinks, and she, you know, she's got the Marilyn Monroe little beauty mark going on. Roxy was the spice. She was dressed in red. She was very like badass looking. And I was like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with those. I want those. Those are amazing. And then by the time Christmas rolled around, where I would have gotten those dolls, I was kind of out of my Bratz phase. So I never ended up getting them. But now that I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to collect Bratz dolls again, I was like, this was one that I really wanted. And I cannot believe that she actually has her original outfit. This is her second outfit, but I can't believe it's there. It's complete. It was actually on a different doll, and last night I kind of put it together and like made her complete again. But I was so happy. She's like got this like dyed hair going on, and I believe she's from 2005, I want to say. Yasmin was 2004, and then she was at the end of 2005, and she was also 2005. And this is incredible. This is my other like grail doll, something that I was like, I will never get my hands on one of these, but if I do, I will lose my mind. And I have lost it. I have lost my mind completely, because this is the Tokyo Jade doll, and this doll, like loose with her, like the way she is right now with a little bit of her clothes and her original shoes and everything, goes for about 20 bucks. So imagine having the complete set. Her in box goes for about 100 bucks, which is amazing. And so I was like, I'll never find that. You know, they're never gonna show up at the thrift. And I mean, I'm not selling this doll. Don't get me wrong. No, I want this doll, and I'm so excited about it. But it's amazing I don't have to spend $20 on eBay or $100 for the inbox one. And she has like her original clothes. My mind is blown, and I'm so excited. Anywho, I'll catch up on some comments now. Phoebe's aesthetic goals. Seriously though, I actually her original shirt is like this one-shouldered, long sleeve, black and pink striped shirt, and then these like low-rise jeans, and Roxy's was the same, but it was in red, and I actually loved that outfit so much that I bought a pink and black striped shirt for myself. It was like flowy a little bit anyway, and I started making these little necklaces for my doll. If you can kind of see on, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, on Yasmin's neck there's a black and pink necklace there, because I just love those dolls. So it was really exciting. Do I have any boy Bratz dolls? Oh, just you wait. Yes, Tokyo thrift doll. It's like Tokyo drift, but thrift. I want to thrift in Tokyo. Let's do that. That will happen eventually. Color block jeans for the Bratz dolls. Yes. That gets into like down the road future goals, but I do want to style some of these dolls myself, because whenever we get into this big old tub here of the rest of the dolls I've gotten in the last month or so, I will show that you've got a ton of them that are naked. So so yes, we are about to get into some very, very naked dolls, which, I mean, if you watch the channel, you see naked dolls all the time. Like this one. I've got, oh my gosh, I've got so many. How do I get into this? The boys Bratz. I've got, I think 3 Camerons, and I think I've got, oh, don't pull his head. That's not good. And I've got 4 of the Dylans. This is my original Dylan, and here's the original shoes, because I played a lot with my friends over at their houses, and they, you know, we have the same doll or something like that, so if there's 2 dolls with, if we both have a Dylan, I'm gonna accidentally take one of her shoes home and one of my shoes home, so I started to permanent marker the bottoms of all of my feet. Their heads though, right? I've never said that Bratz dolls were like the prettiest or the cutest thing in the world, or that they are just like the best dolls ever. They are just what I had when I was a kid, and that's why I love them. They are very ridiculous. I'm not at all disillusioned to the fact that they are. So I'm gonna start just kind of tossing these out here, and we can start talking about them a bit. Hannah Bob thrifting in Sheboygan. Yes. If we do, well, when we do go do some like out of the country thrifting, we're gonna have to make some merch that says like thrifting in Sheboygan, or maybe we should just make that shirt now. That would be amazing. The boys are so iconic. Seriously, literally every time that I get one of the boys, I go, he looks so silly. Like, they're ridiculous. Oh, they're just so early 2000s. Like, eat your heart out, Justin Timberlake. That is what they are. Every single boy band. They just, you know, One Direction ain't got nothing on the NSYNC Backstreet Boys days. Actually, One Direction's great. I liked them too. Thanks for sharing everything with us. Stay humble and kind. Thank you so much for saying so Salvadorable. Like peak middle school crush style. Yes. So true. They were so like Cameron with his like slicked back hair. It was hilarious. Okay. So I have lots and lots. Oh, here's that. If you watch this video where I found this doll, this is my Frankenstein doll. And I say that because she is very loose. Her head just doesn't. That might be my favorite thing ever. Brings back memories from when I was little. Yes. Like, nostalgia is a word that just comes up in this channel a ton. And it's something that, like, it just, for some reason, like, these old toys just give me all the feels. It's great. Looks like Nick Carter. Yes! I think that's what they were going for. I think Dylan was definitely inspiration from Justin Timberlake, in my opinion. But, I mean, he's obviously a little bit more ethnic than Justin Timberlake is. So, yeah, I'm gonna pick out, we've got, I don't actually know the name of this one. It's, I don't know. But anyway, I've got 1, 2, he's actually in Dylan's shirt. Let's see. I've got 2 Dylans so far, so that's 2 Camerons, 3 Dylans, 4 Dylans, which his face is super smashed and it's hilarious. I'm sorry, the sideways hat thing, that being a trend was hilarious. I don't know. I remember that. All the like high schoolers walking around with like their sideways hat and they're like super fly. It's just like, okay, you do you. How many Bratz games has Nintendo collected for you? We collectively have collected a few of them. It's funny, I actually am really bad at remembering what we have and what we don't have. So I get overwhelmed by it all and I pick up a Bratz game and I go, oh my gosh, Bratz game. And Dallas goes, we have that. And I go, oh, yeah, I knew that. So I think we have close to all of them. LMAO Exorcist Bratz. Yes. The Frankenstein Bratz doll can be turned into a helicopter. Her head's gonna fly off. It's gonna be great. Those streaks, yes. The hairstyles are stupendous. But yeah, we've got a ton of the Bratz boys, and I kind of separated it all out last night, and I'm obviously way more excited about the girls than I am of the guys, but it's really cool to have them. And there are several sets that these guys came in. There's like a prom set that, you know, one of the boys came in and he's all like dressed up in his nice suits. Honestly, I feel like they sold the boys just to like, just to give them another outfit, because they looked basically the same. Like I can't really go through and tell if like these 2 Camerons are from the same set. They look pretty much identical. The girls definitely look different. So each one of them has like a different makeup style. Some of them, their mouths are open, like hers, like slightly, like you can kind of see her teeth just a little bit. And then other ones, they're, you know, their eyes are a little bit smaller. Some of them have like just a little bit different, more cartoony looks. So even though, yes, they all look very similar, they are slightly different enough that you go, oh yeah, that's definitely a different set. And then I have been, every single time I come home with one of these dolls, I go on the internet and I look at, there's like a website like Bratz Collector, and it has every collection from every year and all the dolls that were in that collection, so that you can go through and be like, okay, these are the ones from this set, and I have this one and this one of it. I really want to make an actual checklist for myself though, and be like, okay, I've got the, I think she's Funk Out Yasmin from 2004. I think so. So, I should know that because this is my first doll ever, but I don't. I'm really bad at remembering it. I look it up and I go, yeah, that's what she's from. Yay, I figured it out. And then I put it away and I go, oh, okay, I don't remember. Let's see. Color block Jinkos, oh my god. That would be rad. Also, I'd be terrified to cut up a pair of Jinkos. I don't know what it is about me. I'm like totally fine with slicing apart a pair of vintage Levi's as long as they're not like from the 70s. I've been doing like 90s and up because they're so common. But yeah, a pair of Jinkos is like gold. Like I'd feel horrible. Like I wouldn't cut up a pair of Rockies, even though like for myself maybe I could, and like I get to keep them. But I don't know. There's just something about me. I love preserving things and making them stay as perfect as they originally were. But with Levi's, I feel like it's different because there's so many of them, and I can do it without feeling too bad. Loki Files headed out. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for stopping by. What does the one look like with the heat miser? Why does the one look like the heat miser? Oh, this one I'm thinking he's talking about. So there's a couple of them in here that have had some DIY going on. There is, I mean, finding these dolls complete, finding them in good conditions, like she's got highlighter all over her face and she's got, you know, her hair chopped off and everything. It's gonna be a challenge for sure. The fact that's why I made such a big deal out of that Phoebe doll that was sent to me. And this one too, she's actually completely original to what she looked like when she came out of the box, except for her hair is a little bit different, but that's totally fixable. But this is her original outfit and she's in immaculate condition. Like this is a rarity, and I know that, and I'm totally fine with that. That's why I'm really excited to kind of get into this project and really try to restore them to make them look a little bit better than they do currently, especially like the helicopter doll. She needs a lot of work. Evan, hi, how are you? Good to see you. Glad you joined. Arsville, thanks for stopping by. And I make fun of the style of the 90s, 1980s and the 90s, but our future kids and current little nephews and nieces will make fun of the 2000 fashion choices. So true. And it's so funny how fashion does like repeat itself. And you go back and you're like, oh my gosh, why did we wear Jinkos in the 90s? Those were ridiculous. And now they like sell for $100 a pair because no, like everybody wants to get their hands on some because they can wear them again. It's so crazy. But I find that really cool, and it does like the vintage person inside of me that it's like I love all these old things, and finding them and keeping them from going to the trash. And it's really cool that other people really love it too, and they yeah, it's just it's recycling. It's great. And Hannah Nintendo and Bullet Bill, aka the van, road tripping. Yes, I'm so I'm so glad we came up with the Bullet Bill name. I don't know, one of you guys definitely came up with it and we're like, yes, that's awesome. Yeah, there's a pretty decent sized community that does one-of-a-kind dolls, usually with Monster High dolls and other dolls you're used to. You can resell them. Yes. I don't watch a ton of YouTube, but I have gotten into a lot of the videos about restoring dolls and reworking them. Honestly, Facebook suggested a lot of little like short videos of people like taking the makeup off of all of them and then repainting them and then rewigging them. I thought it was really amazing. I was like, they do stunning work and they come out really good, and it's just this unique look to these dolls, and just kind of, again, like it's a way of restoring them, and I think that's really awesome. So it's definitely something I'm interested in. But yeah, so I said I would pull out all the Chloes that we have. I have the most of the Chloe dolls. I have a couple, the second most I have of is Yasmin, but Chloe I have an absolute bananas amount of. LL Snake Eyes jeans and South Pole. Those were the days. Good times. And I have a couple of duplicates. So this one I found at the thrift. She is definitely a duplicate with, where did she go? Maybe I've lost her, but I do have 2 of her. And she is, I think, 2004. I can't remember which set, but I'm obviously really good at that. So this is one. Once I pull them out of here finally. This one, this one. This one. This one. It's just a massive pile of dolls. This is great. Oh, hey, look! Another Cameron! I think that makes 4 Camerons, 4 Dylans. Cool. Let's see. You need to watch the movie Beyond the Gates. It's a horror movie about a VHS board game. That's interesting. That could be fun. That reminds me of Jumanji, which I really loved. I was a huge fan of the Jumanji movies whenever I first watched it. I mean, obviously Robin Williams is amazing. We had Jumanji, the board game, when I was a kid, so I watched the movie after we had that game, so it was like, oh, this is really cool. We have this game. I know what they're talking about. Great movie. I actually do like the new versions of it too. They're totally different, so you can't really compare them and be like, oh, I like, they're not as good as the old ones. They're just different. That was me in high school. Once I realized I was too peaceful and not a rich drug dealer, like, I was like, dang. Oh, so true. Why are those dolls naked? Because finding dolls at the thrift with clothes on is just, it's a special challenge. 99% of them that come into the thrift are naked, and I don't have enough clothes for them all, so that's why I'm eventually gonna inevitably have to make clothes for them, because unless I can buy big lots of clothes on eBay or something like that and just start dressing them, I would love to have them all in their original clothing and just like totally styled out the way that you got them in box, but that is going to be an immense undertaking, which maybe in like 10 years I can get to it, but it's by Shout Out Factory. Oh, okay, you got it at the Dollar Tree. Cool. The Nightmare VHS was so good back in the day. I find it amusing your thrift stores always allow naked dolls to be sold. I guess that they get so many of them in, they're like, well, I mean, there's really no other option. We either throw them away or we sell them without clothes. Which is fine. I'm fine with them being not clothed. But anyway, I pulled these dolls out. These are actually the dolls I got from my mom. She sent them to me. These were my dolls as a kid. And I, like, the amount that these take me back is really cool. My favorite dolls of the set obviously were the very first one, Yasmin. She was always my main girl. Like every single time we played, like she was my favorite doll to play with. Megan is my second favorite. She's from the Wild Safari collection. Super cool set. Obviously Wild Safari, they were all like jungle themed. But it was just a really interesting set, and they made a lot of the dolls really beautiful. So that was my first Megan, and she was stunning. This is also a Megan, and she is actually the last doll that I got. I actually got at the rummage sale that we had every summer, and they were closing it all up ready, and well, I volunteered at the rummage sale every single year, so I always helped put all the product out on the floor and helped take it all off the floor whenever the sale was done that weekend. It was a big job, but we were cleaning up for that season, and I noticed this doll naked in the bottom of the toy bin, and I was like, that's a Bratz doll. Like, someone's just gonna leave that there? Like, no, I'm gonna get it. So I got her and threw some clothes on her. This is actually this Chloe's top and this doll's pants, and then this Chloe's shoes as well. Threw some clothes on her and threw her in the box. I was like, I'll play with her later, and then I never did. So that was the end of the era for me. What time is it for you guys? It is 7:51, so about 8 o'clock. What's up, Hannah? Bloody Bones, hello! Welcome, welcome. Where's Tendo? He is in the chat, so he's in the other room, and he is starting up plenty of conversations with you guys, because I'm not good at reading the chat. Let's see. Dallas, how you sleeping? You're texting in the chat. He's not sleeping. I swear if I walk in here, he's like sleeping and messaging, I'm gonna be impressed. But yeah, so then we get into Fiona. So Fiona was actually, she's from the Flashback Fever set, which was also an amazing set. I feel like 2005 was a good year for Bratz. There was a ton of really cool collections, including that like Tokyo collection was from 2005. The Flashback Fever were really cool because it was an entire line dedicated to the eras of fashion. So she was obviously a 70s doll. You can tell with her like psychedelic shirt going on. She also had this big bell-sleeved shirt and bell bottoms, and they were stunning, and they're definitely some of my favorite outfits for sure. And she's pretty much in her original outfit. I think the skirt is not right, but the belt's hers, the necklace is hers, the earrings and everything. She was so cool because she's got glitter. Like any doll with glitter on her face, I'm in. Definitely in. I have 2 of these shirts. Interesting. So going through these now, I'm actually realizing, you know, that thing where I wrote my name at the bottom of the shoes. I must have accidentally stole one of my friend's tops because I should not have 2 of these. Me and my best friend both had this Dana doll. When my other best friend gave me this doll for my birthday, which was really sweet of her, because I felt like Bratz dolls were the most expensive thing ever, and like it was a treat to get a Bratz doll. So her giving me one for Christmas for my birthday, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you spent that much money on me. And she's just like, no, it's fine. They're probably like $12. Like not even that much at all. Hi Hannah, how many different sets are there? That's a great question. A lot. So Bratz went from 2001 to 2018, but there was a little bit of break in the middle of all that, and I think I'm gonna have to, I haven't looked up the facts in a little bit, so I might be a little bit wrong on the years, but I want to say in like 2012, at the end of their run of dolls in 2012, they actually got into a bit of legal trouble, I think with Mattel, with Barbie. And they like kind of got into a lawsuit thing, and it had been going on for a really long time, and they lost the lawsuit, and so they had to, I don't know exactly what happened, but there was significantly less dolls coming out for a couple of years. And you could kind of tell that things were weird because they were changing the way that they looked a little bit. I don't have a ton. Well, this one's one. Like, she looks super different compared to like the earlier sets like this. Like, she looks so much more cartoonish than this one does. And I think that had to do with the lawsuit a little bit. They changed the look of the dolls, and but then they kind of, I don't exactly know what happened, but they got the lawsuit reversed or something, and started making dolls again, and I want to say 2016, and came out with a few more collections, and then stopped making them in 2018. They made like one run in 2018, and that was it. But every year they had about 5 to 10 collections in a single year. So yeah. Hannah, which is your favorite of all time? I mean, the Bratz dolls are a nostalgia thing for me. So I think for me, it's gotta be the one I originally got. Would have to be my absolute favorite of all time, because like she's my homegirl. She's been ride or die. So as far as style goes, that Phoebe doll that we got, oh, this one's super cool too. This is the Yasmin from the Pirates collection. And the only reason I knew that she was from the Pirates collection is because of this silly hat. So fun. That was a fun collection as well, but their hats were really weird. I didn't understand them, but they are iconic for sure. Anyway, the Phoebe doll that I got sent is probably my, like, new fave aesthetic-wise, because, like, I've been searching hell and high water for her. I'm very excited to have her. All hail Pants! He who controls Tendo and Hannah. All hail Pants. Pants is a little diva. He loves going outside on walks. We go out quite a bit. And while I was painting some shelves for the game room and for our new toy booth, he was out on a leash with me while I was painting, and he was losing his mind that he couldn't just go run across the courtyard like we always do. And he was so just upset. Just being dramatic. He would, like, scoot on his belly and, like, in protest, and, like, roll around and start like clawing at the harness and eating the leash. He was big mad, and it was hilarious. But then he, like, went inside and went to sleep for like 6 hours, so he was pooped. Let's see. Hail Lord Pants, buy low, sell high, bring home My Little Pony. It's funny because the bottom of this this Bratz bin that I have here, I have just a few little ponies. Just a few that we've picked up from the thrift, but I do have a couple of the, like, vintage ponies, and I'm really happy with them. Just some ponies. Just a few. There's a few out on the game room shelves as well. Some that y'all have sent us, some that I've picked up more recently. Dallas needs Yu-Gi-Oh dolls. He's got little Yu-Gi-Oh figures you guys sent him, and he's in love with them. He thinks they're super cool. But yeah. So that is my Bratz collection that I have started since, well, besides the ones that I had when I was a kid, that I've started since last month. And I think we are up to, oh look, another Dylan. Okay, I think that's 5 Dylans now. I think my favorite My Little Pony of Yours Hand is the Pink Power Rangers one. I actually don't have that one. They just came out with it, and I saw it at GameStop the other day. It's super cool. I think that crossover is awesome. They did a really good job with it. It's amazing. Hannah should make a custom doll out of one of the Bratz boys, and we need a Yu-Gi-Oh Bratz doll to exist in the world. That could be rad. I'm trying to, my brain immediately goes, how will I ever do the Yu-Gi-Oh hair? Because that is some iconic work. You can't mess that up. It's Yugi's hair. And do I do Yugi in dual mode or in regular mode? Because his hair is slightly different. Just, you know, just the streaks in the middle are different. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. We noticed. All about that thrift life. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I love that y'all are just having a good old chat in the chat box. That's awesome. While I just, like, ramble on about Bratz dolls. It's super cool. Yeah, anyway. We've got, so, okay, these two are actually really interesting to talk about. These were in the haul that we got on mail time yesterday, and they are some that obviously their hair has been chopped. So, girl, put it in a ponytail, snip. But that is a-okay, because just like someone was talking about earlier, there's a bunch of doll videos where people restyle them all together and, like, take out all of their hair, they take off all their makeup and everything. I don't know if I'm gonna go as far as to take their makeup off. I might try it sometime. I have never done it before, so I'm definitely gonna need some practice. But I think it's really amazing whenever they like completely rework their hair and do like this beautiful wig on them, and just I find it amazing, and I'm definitely going to try to do that. So these are going to be really great for that kind of thing. So even if their hair is all chopped off, like even this girl, totally going to do some super fun styles. Or, you know, I can make like a, like, I feel like this could be a really good pink doll, like, you know, 90s singer Pink, and just start to do a bunch of different tributes to famous people and iconic fashion. Like, I'd love to do a Stevie Nicks doll. I'd love to do a Cher doll, and the list, a Beyonce doll for sure. I have one Sasha doll, and she is actually one of my only complete dolls as well. I've got, I think, 3 complete in their original clothing dolls, but my one Sasha doll, and she's so pretty, and she's in such good condition. I'm so excited about her. The mid-2000s have been roughed on some of these Bratz ladies. Oh my gosh. The small children have been rough on some of these Bratz ladies. Even mine, like, mine aren't perfect either. Dana's got some schmutz on her chin. I don't even know what it is, and I honestly probably was really appalled that that was there whenever I was a kid. This doll has never looked good, ever. I pulled her out of the box and her hair was a hot mess, and I was so bummed out by it. Stevie Nicks and Cher doll, it would be such good ideas. Can't wait. I think it'd be so much fun. Like, Cher's fashion is incredible. Like, say what you want, if you like her music, if you don't, it doesn't matter, but like, she is just a fashion icon, as well as Stevie Nicks. Like, her top hats and like her flowy shawls and everything, I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. I want to think of myself as someone that's like capable of having that much fashion forward knowledge to create a style as iconic as those girls. But, you know, I rock my All Real Monsters shirts and my high-waisted jeans, and that's me. That's what I do, and it's awesome. I love Cher and I'm not ashamed. Same. Maybe she got in a fight with the Exorcist doll. What if she was? It's Toy Story up in here, and these girls are all just like high school mean girls in this basket and just like getting into cat fights. But yeah, so this doll, top of her hair, beautiful condition, like looks good, super shiny, but the bottom, I don't understand. It's just dry and like ratty and has never looked good, and I was so sad about it. I've tried brushing it out and everything, because like when I was younger I didn't understand how that would happen, what went wrong, and why it ended up looking that way. But she's one I'm really excited to do some TLC on and make her look really good. So I tried really hard to keep them in good condition. You should do a little Bratz size Tendo trash shirt. Yes! She'll have a Trash Life shirt and some color block jeans. This will be perfect. Now the question is, which one do I do that to? Do I do that to my original Yasmin and just like make her my like Tendo's trash icon? Phoebe in this Exorcist doll. You can't sue with us! But I mean, Phoebe would be on that "it's Wednesday, we're wearing pink" thing for sure. I wrote Cher's rules on some paperwork I handed to my boss on my Friday night. Yes! I want to know what he said. Like, he was just like, yeah, you're right, she does rule. Or if he's like, see me on Monday. Oh, we're huge Cher fans. Yes, we love some "Do You Believe in Love After Love." I feel like I don't know, this felt very like sitting at the kitchen counter singing Cher, pouring wine into a cup, but it's not wine, it's strawberry soda. That's my life. Make 2 into the white stripes? Dope. We need to do some good DIY stuff for the boys though, because I have so many of them and they always look derpy anyway. We need to do some pretty cool DIY stuff on those. I sent a photo of the Yu-Gi-Oh dolls on Discord. Ooh, fun. Can't wait to look at that. Went to Cher's concert. My daughter took me for my birthday a few years back. That's awesome. Was she amazing? I feel like she still would be. I mean, even if she's not, she's Cher. Like, I just want to go and be in her presence and be like, you're rad, Cher. Can you also be Cher for Halloween? I feel like that would be easier than being a Bratz doll for Halloween, because like I'd have to do that makeup work and that would be real tough. I'm not good at this camera thing. Here we go. Get like all drag queened up. People would be like, oh, are you in drag? I'd be like, no, I'm a Bratz doll. They'd be like, a what? I'm like, yeah. Oh my goodness. Pile of Bratz, strawberry sodas. I didn't look up what set she was from, and I need to. This is one of them that I was sent yesterday. I feel like I did last night though. Now I can't remember. But she's really pretty. She is really good condition. But we got some work to do. We've got a lot of fixing and styling to do. This is funny. This is one that I actually had when I was a kid, and I do not remember getting her. Which is a shame. I'm very ashamed of that fact. I have no idea what doll she is, where she's from, why she's like this. But like, I remember this Tokyo shirt, and I remember the shoes that match it, and I remember these earrings because they're the same as this necklace set, but I don't remember getting that doll. Which makes me think it's probably one of my friend's dolls, and I don't know why I have it. It's terrible. Oh, anywho, let's chit chat for a second. Still 80 of you here. That's insane. Oh, you made some really big shoes to mimic the feet, right? I need to put my feet into like a foot that's like a nubbin, like these dolls are, because like Bratz dolls' feet are so weird. Because they don't have feet. They have shoes that are feet. It's so weird. But I mean, it's really cool. They stand up a little bit easier that way. Like, Barbie dolls were so disproportionate that, like, there was no way they were standing up. They had those teeny, teeny, tiny feet, and then, like, bazookas, you know. And there was just no hope. They were never going to stand up. But Bratz dolls, you know, there's at least a little hope that they totally can stand up. It's no big deal. They got this. We do need to get some doll stands though, because we're going to end up putting all these on the shelf whenever they're all complete and pretty. And some of my like original ones will probably go ahead and put on the shelf now. And get some doll stands where they just like snap into the waist and help them stand up. And they're gonna be really cute, and I'm really excited about it. So, some Bratz with Heelys. Ooh, Heelys are fun. Did any of y'all have Heelys? I never did. And there was a good reason for it. I got on a skateboard one time in my life, and I started getting comfortable with it, and I was really proud of myself that I was so comfortable in the skateboard, and I broke my ankle right before my internship. My sewing internship, mind you, where I had to use my foot to run a sewing machine. Like 2 days before it. I made it work. I just sewed with my left foot. It was fine. I had Blythe dolls. I don't know what that is. Never heard of that. Mary Caswell, good night. It was so nice of you to stop by and check out what we're doing. Thanks for chatting. I had some Neo Blythe. They were awesome. Interesting. I'll have to look those up. I don't know what those are. Let's see. Could have been your friend and left it at the house and your mom thought it was yours. That's true. Here I am going like, I stole my friend's Bratz doll by accident, and they could have left it. That's true. I just assume I always like borrow things and don't give it back, because I did that with a lot of my video games. I had every intention of giving it back, and I never did. But I think that they are super fun. Well, I'm really glad that I kept some of those games, because they're some of my favorites. Like my Kingdom Hearts game was a borrowed game. If I find vintage Blythe at the thrift, big money. Okay, I'll keep an eye out. I don't know what those are. It's a Barbie lawsuit. Maybe build a display Barbie versus Bratz dolls dressed up as Mortal Kombat characters. I love the creativity. That would be amazing. And then at them on Twitter and be like, hey guys, the battle is on. Oh. I'm always on the search for a vintage. They were made the year I was born. Oh, cool. That's awesome. My friend stole my white Barbie boots. I stole them back. Should have marked the soles. I'm telling you, it's a foolproof way. You're just like, no, these are my Chloe shoes. They have my name on them. I was that friend. Oh gosh. But no, really, we made such a mess when we would play. Like the bedroom would just be like covered in tiny clothes, and then, you know, Saturday night you sleep over, and then Sunday morning you're getting ready, you're making breakfast, and you're like, okay, your mom's gonna be here in an hour to come pick you up, and then you're like, oh, the toys are everywhere, and then you go and you're like, oh my gosh, is this my shoe? Is this your shoe? Is this my shirt? Oh my gosh, where's my doll? It's a mess. It just helps. Random question, Hannah, since we're around the same age, awesome. Did you Nintendo play Neopets at all? I played the heck out of Neopets. I loved Neopets. I want to say in college too, like, so this would have been like about 5 or so-ish years ago. I logged back on and made a new account, and I started playing it again, and I was so shocked it actually still existed. It was slow and not updated, and it was impossible to play anything because it would like crash constantly, but yeah, it was really cool. I loved Neopets. There was a little mini game in that one that I was obsessed with. It was a clown game where you like shot pies at it. It was so much fun. Neopets, don't get Nintendo started. Neopets are awesome. I loved Neopets. Just Googled the Blythe dolls, and they're so cute. I'm gonna have to do that. Let me see. I'm gonna Google. Let me see if I can do this right. Let's see. Oh, you're seeing my background. Look, Blythe dolls. Those are so cute. I love them. Wow. Okay, which is really shocking for me to say because I typically don't like porcelain looking dolls. I find them really creepy. These are beautiful. Like, that is adorable. Okay. This has been the more you know. It's good times. Let's see. Marilyn, have a good night. It was so good for you to stop by. Thank you. Is Neopets even still active? I don't know. I said the thing about college to say that, like, they were around in the early 2000s, but then they were still around 10 years later. So maybe they're still active? Yes, we got some Neopets cards, and we're really excited to talk about those on a video. I'm basically just drinking strawberry soda now. It's really good though. Oh, were those custom Blythe dolls? Interesting. Okay. Yikes, creepy eyes. The Blythe doll eyes are actually exactly what I liked about them. I'm a big, Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously I like a little bit creepy stuff, but I'm a big Tim Burton fan, and the claymation stuff is incredible to me, and that whole, like, very sweet, innocent, cute, but still extremely creepy is just something I really love. If you've never seen the movie Big Eyes, it's about a painter, and she made these beautiful portraits of young girls with, like, these big, beautiful eyes. That's what those dolls remind me of. I loved that movie. It was really good. Really made me hate Christoph Waltz though. So if you like Christoph Waltz, go in knowing that he's not a bad man. He's just playing one on TV. It took me a minute. Blythe dolls have a pull string so their eyes switch. Interesting. These are so interesting. How did I not know about any of these? I'll have to look into them more. They sound really fun. I haven't checked in on my Neopets in years. RIP. Right? It's like Tamagotchis. Same as that. Like, doesn't it make your soul cry a little bit knowing that you like killed these virtual pets? They're just waiting for you to feed them. They're starving. Log into your Neopets and feed your pets. Did y'all get a shiny Charizard in the Pokemon event yesterday? I got a shiny Charmander, and I don't think I have enough candies to evolve him, so when I get enough candies, yes, I'll have a shiny Charizard, and I'm super excited about it. I actually caught a Charmander that was shiny, the very first one, and I turned to Dallas, I was like, I caught a shiny Charmander. He's just like, oh! But he caught like 3 or 4 shiny Porygons during the Porygon event, and I didn't get one, so we're even now. Oh. I'm just feeding my virtual fish on my phone. You're welcome, I reminded you. Don't kill your virtual fish. 24 hours of Hannah, was this Tendo's idea? Well, I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. I'm just rambling. I mean, yeah, I don't usually say too much in the videos because I nervous talk a lot, as you can tell. Alrighty. They have 4 color eye chips. I am so intrigued by this Blythe doll thing. I really need to figure this out. Let's see, digital pets are still too much responsibility for me, right? Dallas and I always joked whenever we didn't have pets yet. We're like, we shouldn't get a dog. We'll just like forget to feed it and kill it or whatever. Not really true, because both of us grew up with pets. Like, we know how to take care of pets, but we just were like, are we responsible enough for, like, we're very busy people, so being home and like having a dog to walk all the time and making sure that you're giving it enough attention and not like keeping it in a crate all day, like, we knew that was something that would be difficult for us. And then we got cats by accident, and it's been great. So anyway, it's apparently not too much responsibility for us. We feed them, we give them love, and so much that they don't enjoy it sometimes. Pants is a grump. He doesn't love love. And they're happy and healthy. They're good. Mochi's a little chubbo, but you know, you want your cats to be a little chubbo, right? I had Digivices as a kid, had first 3 series, and came out with my friend, had the Tamagotchi ones. Oh yeah, I love the Tamagotchi stuff. It's super fun. Well, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. It's been super fun. I know I've been going on for a while, so I am gonna wrap this baby up, and we are gonna check in with you tomorrow in our daily video. Don't forget, just a few things before you leave. Go check out our Discord if you're not a member. Please become a member and chat with people over there. You can continue this conversation over on the Discord, and it'll be super fun. Learn more about Blythe dolls and talk about your Tamagotchis. If you feel so inclined, check out tendostrash.com and check out our t-shirts. Maybe we'll have a Thrifting and Sheboygan shirt later on down the road. Then if you like this content, like our live streams, be sure to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified whenever we go live again, and hit that like button on the video. It really helps so that it'll get in front of other people and they can join in the fun too. But thank you so much for stopping by, and did I forget anything? All right, well, good night. Good night, Rose. Good night, Laura. Good night, J Fox. stress-free paper chase. Good night, scrapbooking mama, Dakota Williams. It was so good of y'all to hang out. We'll catch you on the next one. What?